Hello everybody, I'm Les Clements, a pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and I want to take a couple of minutes to walk you through some of the changes that have taken place since we last met here way back in March. You'll see as we begin our little tour here that all the doors are going to be wide open. We think that's very important, obviously, both for fresh air, but so that we can keep our social distancing in place. And as you follow me through the doors, you notice that we have signage here that will help out to remind you of keeping that distance as you come in. We've taken off the inner doors here, so you'll notice it's very open. You don't have to stop and open a door or worry about touching things that might pass on some of the virus. As you come right into the foyer area, again, keeping it very wide open, and the first thing you'll see is our sanitation station. As you come, we will have greeters who will direct you to this place. We'd love for you to make sure you use the sanitizer. We strongly recommend the use of masks while you're here, and if you forget to bring yours, we will have a supply for you as well. So come along, we'll go into the auditorium and show you just what's going on there. Again, you'll notice as you come in that the signage will be here. We're trying to keep it to a limited number of that. We hope that people will understand the need for signage, but also for respecting each other's space as we come together. As you come into the auditorium, you'll notice the first thing is that all the chairs are here. We thought maybe we'd get rid of the chairs and move them in individually, but what we decided is that we'll be roping off the different rows so that, as you'll see here, if you sit in one place and we skip a row, then the next row, guess what? 2 meters. So the safe distancing will be in place. As you're ushered into a seat, you'll be seated in a place, and we'll just ask you to respect other space as they find seats, respecting the 2-meter distance so that we can be in that safe distance throughout the service. And so the entire auditorium, you notice, is open well wide. We are going to stay, by God's grace, within the good numbers that we're allowed to, under 30%, and we'll be able to seat each other safely. One of the things you'll also notice as you come in is the front is going to look a little different. We're going to have cameras set up so that while we continue to have indoor services, we'll be streaming, again, on Facebook, I believe on YouTube and on Zoom meeting, so that in every medium that we have, people will be able to hear and share in part of our service. So again, this is what you're going to see when you come on Sunday. Follow me back out into the foyer, and let me just show you a couple other features here. As we have discussed this as leadership and working with my cameraman Michael here, we've really decided that we need to make things very simple and flow easily. As you may have read in our letter to introduce our changes here, the washrooms will have outer doors propped open, but we are encouraging them just for emergency use. Because we still want to keep things safe, this is the area you'll have here. Again, as you come in, the flow will be into the auditorium and out through these main exits so that everyone is safe. Extra sanitization by the office here, and the whole area is made for safety. You please notice here as well that for now, because we're not going to be having any children's ministries, the library will be closed just to keep little hands from grabbing things that might pass on any kind of disease or virus. So that's a general outline of what we have here. The last thing I want to mention to you here in terms of our safety measures is as we leave. We're coming in together, finding our safe places to get into the auditorium. As we leave in the same fashion, we're going to have extra exits that you can go out so that we're not getting too close together here. And as you go back into the parking lot, we'd encourage you just to remember, if you want to socialize at a safe distance, and don't linger too long so that we can keep safe these first couple of Sundays as we gather together. And finally, as we think about this, let's just continue to give praise to God and thankfulness for His answers to prayer, that now in His wonderful providence, we're able to begin meeting together as God's people. So remember, stay safe, have a mask, continue to watch online or here in person, and together we'll see the Lord glorified at Faith Baptist Church. Thanks for taking the time for joining me in this little tour. God bless you.